Hey guys, Ricardo here and welcome to another blog tech tips. In today's tutorial guys, I'd like to take you on a trip just to show you basically how you can edit your videos after upload to add the blur effect. Now sometimes you'll record a video and of course despite your best efforts, something actually gets caught in the video that should not be there. Once one of those happen or once something like that happens, you tend to be confused as what's best to do. Sometimes you already uploaded the video and you're now stuck in a state where you have the choice of deleting the video and re-uploading it, which is not ideal, as when you check, the video has already started to gain traction, and of course you want to remove that section that has in that either information or as something that should not be there. You can actually use the blur effect. It's built into the editor that's in YouTube, so you don't have to actually delete the video and you can keep all of the views that it has already accumulated. All right, so what you want to do first, guys, go ahead and go to your control center within YouTube. As you can see here, guys, I'm inside mine, and as you can see here, I have some videos. It doesn't matter if the video is public already or if it's private, or of course if it's a scheduled video. All right, so you can check out here. I have one of my latest videos. You're going to rest the cursor. Over time these icons might change, but you want to go to the one that says details or edit. So what you're going to do from here, guys, is just simply go ahead and you're going to click on the details tool. Now of course it should bring you to this screen right here and you can see all the details. Check out over here, guys. You'll notice a indicator that says editor. Now the editor over here is actually a tool, or the editor tool that's built into YouTube. Despite the fact that this video is already uploaded, I can go ahead and hit editor. Once I tap on editor, guys, what's gonna happen is that it's going to load, and once it loads, guys, you're gonna see the tool as shown here. Now of course you're seeing that it's populated. You can play the video and all of that, and of course the tool is here. Now if you look down here, guys, I'm gonna come down here. I can actually scroll down a bit. You should see video here. You're gonna see the one that says blur. No, it doesn't say blur. There's actually a symbol of a blur. So the blur is actually this one right here that shows the blur effect. Now you have two options if you click on the plus to add a blur, and of course you have face blur. This one is easy. All you gotta do is click. It will scan the video, find a face, select the face, and of course apply. Once you apply, guys, you can preview the video. Just make sure that it has blurred out the face of the person. It's done automatically. It's quite easy and intuitive, and simply save the video. All right, but I'm going to use the main one here, which is called custom blur. So I'm going to tap on custom blur. Once you do, notice that the preview window appears up here, indicating that it's going to show you now how to edit this particular video. Now of course, guys, I can go ahead and try to play the video. I find it best that you play the video to the section that you want to blur. So go ahead and play. Hey guys, Ricardo here and welcome to another blog tech tips. In today's tutorial, guys, I'll show you. Alright, so let's say for example we want to blur a section here. Notice that it's already added a blur effect. If you see a blur effect that you do not want, you can always remove them or delete them. So in this case the timeline is here, so notice that the timeline is right here. So what you do in a case like this, you can actually draw the blur tool right out, or simply go back, click on plus and add the custom blur. Notice that there are now two blurs here. There's this one up here that we didn't use, and then now there is this one down here. Notice also the preview. So let's say we want to block a section of the leaf that's shown. Notice it has populated entire timeline, and let's say it starts right here on the timeline. So what we're going to do here is, forgive me guys, I'm doing this with one hand. I'm going to set the cursor here. Notice I can adjust. I'm going to move it down. I'm going to put it right here, meaning that it's going to start right at the timestamp that I'm here. I can then play the video, right? But before I play the video, guys, I'm going to position it. So I'm going to blur that leaf right here. Let's say that that leaf was the problem and I want to hide it. I can adjust the height to the leaf or whatever it is. It could be information that you don't want to be seen. Notice I can also see through it. This makes it easier for editing. So what I can do here is know the perfect position. Later on when it's blurred, do not worry. What's going to happen is that the blurred section is actually going to be blurred out. All right, so you don't have to worry. This is just for editing. Once you do, we're going to play, and let's say that's just that section there. Notice it's there. All right, notice the timeline. Alright, so let's say now after say about 30 seconds, the blurring, you want the blur to stop. You're going to stop in the video where you want it to stop there. You're going to place over here this, and you're going to pull it all the way to the end where you want it now, because you have adjusted it to the perfect height. Then you're going to stop there. Now check this out, guys. Notice I've stopped here. So if I continue playing, it's going to disappear. There you go, and that's perfect. Now you can actually, if you want, you can pull back the timeline for the play in case you want to make sure that it has done properly. So I'm going to put it here before it appears. Check this out, guys. Check the preview, and it's going to appear now. And as you see, it appears now. And again, it's going to disappear as soon as it reaches the end. It's going to disappear now according to the timeline now. And there you go, it's gone. Alright, so you know where to place it. If you want, you can go back by moving the timeline back, and you can readjust the size of it. When you're satisfied, guys, and you see you have enough blur spots as shown here, what you can do here, guys, is simply do your thing. And what you're going to do from here is that you can select each blur. So for example, I can select this one. I can tell you where it starts. I can tell you where it ends. So check this out, guys. You can see that it starts here, and I can show you it ends here. All right, there's also the option to delete your custom blurs. So if you wanted to, you could delete an element. So let's say, for example, this one right here. Which one is it? Here. Notice I've highlighted it. It has turned blue. That was a mistake. I'm going to delete that one. So if I wanted to, I could just simply go ahead and delete element. Notice it has disappeared, and I now have one element. If I wanted to as well, I could delete this new element here. So I'm going to go ahead and select. It's now selected. If I wanted to, I can delete it as well. But it's perfect. So in that case, when I'm finished with the blur, and I can do multiples. If you want to blur next section, continue playing and add by hitting the plus and hitting another blur. I'm going to go ahead and go up here. Once I'm satisfied, I have two choices. I can save. Save means it's going to commit the changes. It's going to take a while to process. You're going to see processing on the video. And of course, it's going to commit and it's going to be added. If I made a mistake, I can also undo to undo it. I can also discard the changes in case. I'm just showing you here. For mine, I'm going to discard, but for yours, you can save. Another thing that you can do, guys, you can also change the shape of the thing from the blur from a rectangle to an oval. In my case, I love the rectangle. For you, oval might work perfect, right? You can also use the track object or fixed position. Just now I was using a track position, meaning it will automatically move with the item. That will work. Versus fixed blur, it will stay in perfect place even if the camera is moving a bit. I rather track blur, right? And of course, too, guys, in case you know the exact timestamp of the blur, where it starts and where it ends, you can actually punch in the figures here. And of course, the blur section down here would automatically move to adjust itself here. So if I adjust these values, it will actually get longer or shorter accordingly. I showed you how to manually do it. You can use trimming here. So let's say, for example, I wanted to start like 4 seconds early. I could take off the 4 and put 1300 versus I could also put 25, or if I wanted, I could put 5 more seconds or so on, or I can delete. All right, guys, so that's how to do it. When you're finished, you can go ahead and save the changes. As I said, I'm going to discard mine. I'm going to also show you what it looks like in action. All right, guys, I have a video queued up, and I'm going to show you the blur effect. Now check this out. I'll add some information that was shown that I didn't want to be shown. It had to do with a Wi-Fi network or some Wi-Fi networks. So check out what the blur looks like when it's active after a video has been edited and processed. Check this out. It says other networks. There you go. Notice the other networks will show up, but of course later on you can. So notice here, guys, I had some Wi-Fi networks that was showing. Want to keep those private, so notice I've used the blur effect, and of course those have been blocked out. You can see the Wi-Fi symbol here, you can see the locked, but of course you can't see the network that's being showed, and this was blurred out using the tool. All right, guys, I'm going to end the tutorial here, and of course that's how you do it on your device as it relates to how to blur your videos after they've been uploaded. I hope the tutorial was helpful, guys. As always, guys, Ricardo saying bye until next time. Bye.